Okay, so this is my room and this is the back of my door where I keep my angel wings. They're nice and fluffy and they just keep up there. They're all hanging on these little things at the top. I've got scarves and my little sash from when I graduated. They just hang there. And then on the side of my wall over here I've just got a collage of pictures, photos, quotes, magazine stuff and everything and artwork. So that's all of that. And I've also got like a mixture of these butterflies. You'll find them all over my room. They're just kind of made out of cardboard and they're just stuck on, but they're 3D. And then on this side I've got 3 frames. This bottom frame and the top frame, they are just empty, so that's the wall, you can see through it. They just got the butterflies sticking out of them there. And then in the middle frame I've got the article from the Dolly magazine which I was in. So that's my little interview part right there, which I think is really cool and I want to keep it for years and years. And then over here, I'm not sure if you can see a little speck, I'll zoom up on it. Okay, so right here is a sticker of a little panda bear that James gave me. Okay, so that's that part of my room, and then if you turn over here, you'll find my bench with all my stuff on it. Okay, so up here is a photo frame, which I still have to get some photos for. I still need to print them out, but I really like it, so it's hanging up right there. And then I've got my Doombay, which is amazing because I love it. And then I've got a little origami bird, what Jessica made me the other day. And then I've got a lamp, not a lamp, a candle right here. So I keep that there. Got my bracelet holder, which I love because Juanita gave it to me for my birthday. Apart from my bracelets are a bit too small to fit on it, so I'm not quite sure what I can use it for. I love the look of it, it fits into my room nicely, but if you have any idea what I could use this for, I was thinking of storing eyeshadow like in there, but I'm not sure. So if you have any idea what I can use that for, please leave a comment and tell me below. Over here I've got my indoor outdoor lamp, which I love because it looks so cool when it's on. I've got my books and pieces of paper, little magazine snippets out and stuff right here. And then I've got this vase which is see-through. It's glass and I keep ribbons and little, those little bags. I keep them in there as well. So that looks kind of cool. Right here I've also got my final art assessment, which I actually really like, but the teacher, she thought it was really strange, but I like the way it turned out. And then behind it, hanging off right here on this little pink and black clip thing, is my Schoolies ID, which I needed to get into the Schoolies event last year. So that's that. The bench my dad made a few years ago, which I have claimed as my own. And I've got this like little crystal dangly doo-wad and leather strap so I can open it. And then inside of it is just like little baskets full of stuff that doesn't fit in my makeup trolley. So over here I have got my perfume or my smelly stuff like that over there with my earrings hanging off them. In this one I have got eyeshadow palettes and blush palettes, and over here is just my skincare stuff. Down here is my hair stuff, and then over here is like body stuff and eye drops in that container, the green one right there, deodorant, sunscreen, after skincare, fake tan, stuff like that. All that stuff is in there. And then over here I've got my Luminous Air, which is my airbrush foundation kit thing right there. And then on top of it I've got Hollywood tape, and then I've got a box underneath it with some of my wigs in it. I've got my old picture camera through there, and I think there's a pair of sunnies down there as well. So that's all inside of there. So moving on. Oh, I forgot to mention over in this corner there's my lamp and there's also my tripod. So that's over there. So moving on to my makeup trolley, which is right here. I have a video on my makeup collection, but it's really old, so I'm thinking about redoing that video. So I'm going to refilm that shortly. But they're just all my makeup and stuff like that, hair stuff, yada yada yada. I've got my makeup brushes up here. So they're all my little ones, my big ones are up here as well. And then I've got quotes, I've got my mirror as well, hi! Quotes, my mask, my little masquerade mask. Up here I've got a photo, it's a big group school photo from our year 12 camp at our formal, and there's me right there. I was so sick. I was dead sick. It was disgusting. I was ugh. But I like that photo, and up the top it says success. Do whatever it is you choose to do as well as you can possibly do it. So that's up there, and then I've got my little half mask which I did in my tutorial for, it was a collab with Miss Pixie Lulu, so that's what I use that for. Got my sparkly top hat, a little card that my friend Emily made me a few years ago which I love, a flower which I wore in my hair for my formal. Over here I've got all my jewelry, basically all my necklaces and my bracelets are here. This is an old shower, I forget what they're called, but you store your stuff in the shower, you just hook them up, but it's cut down so I can just hang my jewelry off it. So my bracelets just hang off them, and then I've got this piece of wood nailed onto my bookcase, and I hang my necklaces off that. So that's that. And then over here I've just got a glass love heart which I keep my rings in, so they're all my rings. And it's on top of a little cooler, which is, I think they're called cooler, the things you put drinks on, but it's a flower and it's quite pretty. I think Jessica painted it. So that's that. And my mirror is up here, so mirror, and I keep it on these little matte things. I forget what they're called, but they make sure nothing slips. So most of my stuff is on stuff like that. And then makeup collection, which I will be filming later on. And then over here is my bookcase. Up the top I have my lanterns, which the lights are above my bed, but the lanterns are off because they didn't fit above my bed. I've got my hat from my steampunk video. Down here I've got my name necklace in its box. I've got my retainer on top of it. I've got my beads in their little bead holders. I've got this little painting which is cool. And I've got my pens and feathers in there. Little clutch thing. Diva gift voucher right there. And then books, Bible, more books. All my loose paper stuff that I got from IMATS, like all the brochures and stuff are in there. And my candle, ooh, my candle right here. So that's the top shelf. Second shelf is my watch, my earrings, and my boyfriend. An old camera right here that doesn't actually work unfortunately, but it looks really cool. I've got my box with all my loose change in it, an old light. I've got my ginger beer, which I actually don't like at all. They taste horrible. I hate ginger. It's just ugh. But I use it for bribery because every time my sister or brother walk in my room, they see it and they want it. I'm like, no, ha ha ha. So that's that shelf. Then down here I've got little containers which I keep earrings and stuff in. Oh, okay, I can't do this with one hand. I got that. I got more in there, more in there. And then down here is just my necklace and that. I've got this cool vase. I've got my picture of my cat. It says love will see you through. And then over there, I'm not going to zoom up, but right there is my trophy little plaque thing for being a lifer at school. But I'm not going to zoom up because it says my name. Okay, so after that shelf, I've just got these other shelves, and I've got boxes, which are actually the I Love It box, which I get every month, and they're full of samples and stuff. So I've got my camera stuff in that box, my nail art stuff, and my dress, my box jewelry in that one. I've got that's my camera case for the camera I'm using now. Then I've got my bagged jewelry, so all my like necklaces that are in bags. I've got this box down here which is full of my wires, and then I've got this kind of folder over there was full of my school stuff back in the day, and then my power lead and stuff. And then up here I've got my lights, which I sometimes use in my videos. So over here I've just got my chest of drawers, and they got all my clothes. I keep them in here basically, but I'm not going to go through them. Over here I've just got my iPhone case, Just that, so I don't drop it and it doesn't break. Camera, not camera, mirror. I could see the camera, that's why I said camera. I've got my box full of miscellaneous stuff like headphones, remote, wristbands and stuff like that. Then underneath it I've got my YouTube diary. So in here I basically write everything that I want to do for YouTube. So there's my name, Cassandra. So that's my YouTube diary. So all my ideas and stuff I write in there. And then underneath it is my jewelry box, which I set up behind my camera when I film here so I can use it for the mirror. So I don't think there's any jewelry in there whatsoever. I'll have a quick look. I don't think there is. Oh, there is. Yeah, it's just kind of box jewelry in here and bangles. So that's the mirror I use because I can adjust it. Did you see my groovy panda pants? They're my pajama pants. Look how cool they are. They have pandas on them because I'm still in my pajamas. So that's that part. Then over here is my iPhone. I had my iPod here, but I can't remember where I put it. But it was here. And I've got my tooth whitening pen, which I use at night. So that's there. So my iPhone. Oh, I got a message. And then I've got my speakers so I can play music. And it's deciding not to work. And then my window. My curtains are just this deep purple colour. So this is the part that I get asked so many questions about, and it is my bed. So I'm just going to stand back a bit so I can show you. Okay, so up here I have got this wall piece, and it's made out of, I can't reach, but it's made out of metal, and it was a Christmas present and it's from Target, so it's just that flowery bit. And then over here, okay, so I get so many questions about these butterflies, and I shall show you. Now, I'll explain them to you. So there's 3 different sizes, and I just kind of got a cardboard butterfly that I cut out. So just say that's a piece of cardboard, I cut out a butterfly shape on it, and then I cut them out in 3 different sizes. So that's one size, and then there's this smaller size, and then there's that larger size. So I cut them out on 3 different kinds of cardboard. I use this cool squiggly paper, deep purple, and there is black, but I don't think I have black on this particular wall. So after I cut some out in cardboard, I also traced them onto my wall, and I did them so it's just random, so it looks more natural, so they're not like strategically placed anywhere, but they're just there. And I traced them out. I traced a bunch out on my wall and then painted them in black, so they're painted on my wall. And then I just got the ones out of cardboard and stuck them on so they were 3D and they just pop out. So I have a blog post which is more in depth about that. But that's basically my wall. It was super simple. And then my bed. So my bed was my old bunk bed, which you would have seen in my old videos. But because I have my own room now, we just cut the top bunk off. And so we made it into a day lounge. So it's kind of like, it doesn't really look like a bed, it just looks like a lounge. And the backboard and everything is made out of 1950s magazines and stuff that my mum had. So we just put them on, glued them onto the bed head and stuff. And my dad cut all this bed head out as well, and then we just gave it a clear coating so it doesn't come off. So I've got all these random magazines. I've also got patterns and stuff on here, but it's all kind of that sepia color and black and white, so it all flows, and then it's just got a black line around it just so it doesn't blend into the wall too much. And then these are the stumps from the bunk bed, but I use them to hang my fairy lights on, and it looks really pretty at night. Alright, now I've got all my toys and my pillows, and all my pillows are just miscellaneous ones that I've got throughout the years. My head usually is at this end when I'm falling asleep, and then I've got this pillow right here which I got for Christmas, and I think it ties in with the butterflies on my wall quite nicely. So that's that. And then all my toys. So this cat at the back, I'll just quickly go through them. I got that cat when I was born, so on my birthday, my first birthday when I was 0, that's the cat I got, and I've had it ever since. I've got this Eeyore here that I won in a game years and years ago. I've got this chameleon and it's got a bendy tail, like it's got wire in it, and I made this in home ec for my assignment, and it had legs but they kind of fell off. So that's my chameleon. I love it. Ooh. And then I've got my stuffed giraffe, which I got, I think, a few years ago for one of my birthdays. I thought it was quite cute. And I got this cat, which I got when I was little. Not little, but little-ish. And it just sits there. I've got this bear, which I got with chocolates last year. Yay for chocolates. I've got a pillow pet that Sam, my brother, got me for Christmas this year, and I thought it was really funny, and it's just quite soft, so I keep it on my bed, and then every time my little brother comes in he goes, "Your pillow pet," so that's where that stays. And then my favourite is this bear right here, and it's the softest bear ever, and my boyfriend gave it to me for my birthday, my 18th, and he drenched it in his cologne so it smells like him, so I can just sniff it and it reminds me of him, so that was really sweet. So that's there. And then over here to the side of my room, I got a guitar, which is out of tune. Oh, and I've got these little railings, because it used to be my old bunk bed, so it's just got the railings. I've got a fluffy quilt, and a quilt I made a few years ago, so that's what it looks like. And then I've got some scarves, my beach bag, my hat, and some pictures and some more butterflies. Here's my wardrobe, and my wardrobe's got a mirror. Hi! And that's that. I'm not going to go through my wardrobe, and I've got my chair here. And then over here, yep, that's basically all my room. And there's a ceiling fan right there. So that's my bedroom. I hope you guys like this, and I'll quickly show you a snippet of what it looks like at night with the lights on.